I have been fasting for 14 hours now. Recently, I've noticed that fasting has helped me lose my inhibition with various things, right? So I work at a tutoring center, but I also have a bunch of clients that are one-off that I've met over Craigslist or other channels. Now, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to reschedule one of the clients I have. And the reason for that is I have a very tight commute in between the center and back home where I can work with him, or at least somewhere where I can sit down, right? Which is kind of tricky because we still have 50% capacity, social distancing and all that. Going to a Starbucks and finding somewhere comfortable to work where there's not a whole lot of noise, that can get tricky. And I'm often racing in traffic, or I show up late and he's not exactly happy about that either. And I've been debating on whether or not I should let him know, because sometimes you got clients who are very sensitive. The wrong move and bam, they're gone, right? I had a problem just like that in the past. It's not so acute anymore this year because, well, the Great Resignation, right? There's not a whole lot of other tutors he can quickly just make the leap to, right? I love it. But even then, I still have a hard time asking for what I need to ask for. I'm really nervous about when we finally go back to the office and things go back to normal. It might be a while, but I'm nervous that how I'm going to ask for vacation. A lot of my coworkers and my peers in general don't agree with some of the places I like to go, and they get very judgmental to the point that I sometimes put off going on vacation. And last year, obviously last year nobody could go on vacation, but my coworker wanted me to donate some of my vacation time to her because she had a niece she needed to take care of because her sister was ill with COVID. I think both her sister and her brother-in-law. And we were working in person at the time. And I really didn't want to give her the vacation time, but it was kind of just gathering dust in my account, right? Although we do want to reopen at some point, and anyway, just I just have a hard time with rocking the boat. I just have a hard time with rocking the boat. That's what I wanted to say. And just a second. I'm almost done recording a YouTube video, actually. Yeah, sorry, gotta make it quick. Anyways, so I had lost my inhibition after fasting for 11 hours earlier this morning, and before I knew it, I had talked to my client, and it flowed right off, right? And earlier today, I had talked to a girl that I liked, and it flowed right off, right? And just now, 2 seconds ago, I'm excusing myself because I'm recording a YouTube, and it flows right off, and I just get a whole lot less nervous, right? I really despise the fact that humans have to eat, because every time after I eat, I get this heavy-heartedness, right? Things that shouldn't bother me a lot, right? And I wish I could be in a loss of inhibition state like this all the time, right? But unfortunately, I have to break it every day. The other unfortunate thing is that a lot of social activities revolve around food, right? They force me to have inhibition, right? And some people like to consume some kind of drugs to lose their inhibition, but I don't do too well on that, right? I do very well on fasting. I wish fasting was like a socially acceptable drug, right? To a lesser extent, caffeine also causes me to lose my inhibition, not to the extent of fasting, though. And, well, caffeine is a little bit more socially acceptable than refusing to consume, well, a socially acceptable food that actually gives you inhibition, right, I could say. All right, so 14 hours. I'm not going to do a long fast today because tomorrow is Evelina Falenta's birthday. She turns 42 years old. She's the second place runner-up of Polish Idol Season 1. And I really like how she doesn't let being single get in the way of her career. And so I wished her happy birthday, and I wrote to her asking if she would write a song about being happily single and the concept of solo sexuality, right? And she promised to. We'll have to see how that turns out. And so in her honor, I'm going to fast 42 hours, and maybe that might bring some inspiration to her with her songwriting as well. All right, thanks for watching.